Alright, here I am about to start the car ride interior shots and have it all set up. I have my blue sky in the background. I have my line of mountains or hills or whatever. I have my line of trees. I even got a car. I'm gonna drive past their car, and all of this is going to be moving, whereas the car is going to be staying still. So it's just going to give the illusion like the car is moving. But to create the parallax scrolling effect that you're going to see in the video, the trees are going to be moving by faster than the mountains are. And what this does is it creates the effect that the trees are closer to the car and the mountains are further away. And this is simply because things that are further away appear to be moving slower past the vehicle than stuff that's closer. And if you notice, when you're actually driving in real life, this is the case, and it just makes the animation look a lot more realistic. So here's the car. They're all set up and ready to go, and here's what it's going to look like with the setup, a laptop, the cord running from there all the way to the camera, and then the camera set up, turned on, manual mode, everything's on manual. Some of you may think that I use animation software, but I actually do not use any animation software whatsoever. All I use is the software that comes with a lot of Canon Rebels. It's called EOS Utility, and when you have your camera hooked up like this, you can bring it up here and hit camera settings / remote shooting, and it brings up this dialog box that allows me to control everything about the camera, aperture, shutter speed, ISO, white balance, all that stuff right from here, so I never have to touch the camera, except for if I'm doing focus. Unfortunately, you can't control focus with this. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to create a project folder to save all of the frames to. Okay, so here I am in my folder system, and I'm under a folder that I created called Stop Motion, which is where all my brick films are housed. You can see project folders for Don't Blink, Easter, older videos, the Magic Seeds, all of that stuff right here. So we're going to go over here and create a new folder for this new project. I'm going to drag it and save it onto my favorite section so I can easily access it. So here's Picnic. It's totally empty, but now we're going to have all of our frames saved to the new Picnic folder. There it is. Alright, so now all of our frames are going to be saved into Picnic. So let's take a frame. Alright, there's the frame take, and there it is. Okay, so this is what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be moving this stuff and animating it and sending it to the computer. So let's do it. Okay, so I've been animating this car shot for probably about half an hour, 45 minutes so far, and I figured I would actually give you guys a hands-on look at how I go about doing this shot. So let's take the next frame here. So I'm going to get up, I go over to the set, and during this particular shot all I've got to do is move the trees and the mountains. So I'm going to come here and inch these forward just a teeny little bit, and these are going to go forward quite a bit because they're the thing that's moving fast. So then I come back here, the computer, and then I capture the frame. And you see it move right there. So let's do that again. Go over here. We're going to move this just a little bit. And then move this quite a bit. And then come back here. And alright, what I'm doing right here is I am hooking up an external hard drive to the computer so I can make a backup of all those frames I just took. Because that was a really hard shot and a long one. I definitely do not want to lose that stuff. So let's go here, find the Picnic folder, and we see it's already 651 megabytes. That one shot was 651 megabytes, 145 frames. So I'm going to hit copy, and then go to my external hard drive, and we're going to look at animation. Sorry, this is out of focus here. And I'm going to go and just paste it anywhere. And this is just where I back up all my stuff. So there we go, backing up 146 frames. Alright, if you're like me, you probably didn't notice a very big mistake that I made. So I was pushing the mountains and the tree line across the field of vision, and I wasn't even thinking about the fact that I was pushing the trees and the mountains in the wrong direction. So I went ahead and edited this shot together, and it looked amazing. The parallax scrolling effect looked just amazing, really great. I did not expect it to turn out that well, and I was so excited and looking at the trees and stuff going by in the background, that I just totally missed the fact that they were moving in the wrong direction. It looked like the car was going backwards, and I didn't even notice this until I started showing it to a few people. I showed it to my girlfriend, and she was like, "Is it supposed to look like they're going backwards?" And I was like, "Huh?" And so I started looking at it, and I was like, sure enough, there they are, they're going backwards. And I was like, oh man, now I have to redo this shot. And it took me, over an hour to do the shot, and I was not looking forward to redoing it. And so I went to my editing software, and I was like, wait a minute, this is easy. I can just reverse the shot, and it'll look fine. And sure enough, I went and reversed the shot in Premiere, and it looked great. So there's an example of making a very big mistake when animating, and I was able to fix it within a minute. Okay, so now that I finished the that one angle of the car where it's coming out of this window, I'm actually moving all of this stuff over, all the windows and stuff over to this side so I can film the opposite angle. So this is called being resourceful. So I'm just going to move this window to being on this side of the car, like so. And there we go. And now I'm ready to shoot the opposite angle. Okay, so now that I've changed the, now that I've turned the car around and changed the side wall, here's something to take note of. Now that I've done that, it messes the lighting up, so I have to completely change the lighting to match the previous scene. So these lamps need to come to this side of the table in that same sort of position, and that lamp needs to come to this side of the table. So yeah, so let's go ahead and start doing this. In fact, I actually don't need to do that. I just need to line this up correctly, and so I don't need this light. I need to change this to being sort of like that. And then I just need to bring some of this stuff out of the way and bring this lamp around here. Okay, because there was light shining on their faces from the main windshield. And then there's light over here lighting the plants and the mountains and then the sky. But I don't need a light back here. I don't need this light on coming from behind them because that would light up all this, which wasn't lit up in the previous shot. So we're going to turn this lamp off, and we're going to start working on this. And so lighting is really just trial and error, sort of. I mean, there's some sort of method to it, but I'm just changing little things slowly until I get exactly what I want as far as lighting goes. Alright, as I get ready to wind this video down, I thought I'd show a few time lapses of myself actually animating. And these were actually shot when I made the Don't Blink video, Doctor Who video. So even though this doesn't correspond to the picnic video at all, this still shows me animating and what goes into it and how long it takes and everything like that.